Hi everyone, it's your woman of faith here, Kelly, and today I'm going to talk about relapse. Relapse, for those who have been through addiction, means you go back to what you're doing. There are a lot of reasons why people relapse. A, haven't turned their will over to God or their higher power. Um, B, aren't working the program, aren't in NA or AA or other places that can help with different addictions. Sorry, I had to get my elbow there. Another reason for relapse is going back to the same people, places, or things that you were doing before and expecting a different outcome. I'm here to, and that's the reasons I relapsed. And I relapsed more than once in my short drinking career. Was because I didn't turn my will over to God. God is my higher power, obviously. That's why I'm your woman of faith. Sorry, I have a fan on, so it's blowing my hair. That's why I'm your woman of faith. I went back to the same people, places, things that I had been doing that definitely did not help with my drinking, and expecting a different outcome. I did not work the steps for AA. I went to AA, I got a sponsor, I was trying to work the steps, but none of that was working. And again, because I didn't turn my will over to God and because I let fear stop me. And that is, I think, a lot of reason, at least in my case, why I relapsed, because I had all these health issues. I had no income. I thought I could not make it without my former boyfriend. I thought for sure, because I had nothing, I had nowhere to go. And when I got sober, September 7th of 2024, I swallowed my pride. I faced my fears. Within 2 weeks, I had gone and gotten help from DSS, who got me into a motel, and where I stayed for 5 months without my precious babies, but that's okay, I got to visit them. Got into my own apartment from there in efficiency, and now I'm in a 1-bedroom. And in the process, finally broke down and applied for disability. That took a lot of swallowing my pride. But the fact of the matter is I have multiple health issues. Neurological, but they are health issues. But you don't always relapse with addiction either. Your mental health. I have also major depressive disorder, PTSD, anxiety, and you can relapse, I guess, with that if you stop taking meds, if you stop going to counseling, if you suddenly think, oh, I'm cured. Well, guess what? Sorry, I'm trying to adjust a little bit. Guess what? You're never cured. I suppose you can be cured, but only God can do that. And you have to be willing to ask. Now, I have asked God to cure me. He hasn't, but that is, I happen to know, through prayer and meditation, because He wants to strengthen my testimony. He wants to strengthen my faith. And in everything I've been through, I've not turned my back on God. He's the one who's kept me sober. He's the one who's kept me from relapsing. He's the one that gets me out of bed. I will tell you guys, today has been a rough day. I have been in so much pain. I missed my appointment for the doctor's appointment this morning for an x-ray. Just was in so much pain, I couldn't even get out of bed or pick up the phone or anything. I just lay there. But God finally got me out of bed. And I've stayed home today. I've relaxed. I'm making this video. It's about probably after 8 o'clock at night. I did do some diamond dart with my neighbors today. Some of us do diamond dart. But I'm going to tell you, if I hadn't been willing to turn my will over to God, and change my people, places, and things, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. I'd be back in rehab, possibly in a hospital or nursing home, or dead. Because of my health issues, I would just be killing myself faster. And I don't really want to do that. And I'll be honest, I don't want my old life back. I like the life I have now. Is it like perfect or easy? No. My life is far from perfect and easy. But I face it now. I don't numb myself anymore. You can also relapse, I guess. I would say more maybe setback health-wise. I have multiple neurological conditions. So sometimes those conditions set me back, if you will. But here's the thing, I still don't pick up. Now, I was in the major depressive disorder for 2 months, where I couldn't function, I couldn't focus. But I prayed and did get back into counseling. I stayed on my meds. I never stopped taking my meds that have been prescribed to me, because if I don't take those meds, forget it. I'm just not going to get out of bed. And mental health, I know, is not talked about a lot, even in the Christian faith, but it's real. It's real, and you can't always pray your way out of it. I'm sorry. Sometimes there's just something chemically wrong with your brain that just will not let you function or do the things you need to do. But trust in God, and He's led me to a wonderful faith-based counselor, and she's already discovered I have anger and resentment that I didn't even know I had. I thought I was over all that stuff. Apparently not. So getting the right counselor, and if you're of strong faith, I highly recommend getting a faith-based counselor. But just also know whether you've relapsed from addiction or you've had setbacks with your physical or mental health. It is not the end of the world. There is help out there. Obviously, God is our big help, but He will lead you to the help that you need, whether it be rehab, whether it being in the hospital for a little bit to help with your mental health or physical health, whether it be NA, AA. I belong to a group that deals with mental health, and or it could be even grief. I lost my mother back in November, and there's days when I still want to pick up the phone and text her, and I realize I can't text her anymore because we used to text all the time. So there's grief support groups. So wherever you're at right now, whatever you're going through, just know it's not the end. God is not going to give up on you. He didn't give up on me, and I'll tell you, some of the stuff I've done in my life, even when I wasn't an alcoholic, but He hasn't given up on me, and He's not going to give up on you. So don't give up on yourselves. And that's something I need to stress. Do not give up on yourselves. You are worth saving. You are worth all the love, compassion, forgiveness. You're worth all of that. I'm worth all of that. I have a cat who is, I don't know what the heck he's doing, but he just drooled all over my hand. He's a weirdo. Sorry. So just don't be afraid to reach out. Some rehabs that I can tell you are good. I went to a couple in Pennsylvania. One was Mount Laurel Recovery Center. Guys, they're awesome. They really started helping me uncover some of my trauma. Really sorry, my cat. Serenity Mountain Women's Recovery in Pennsylvania. Another awesome program just for women. I know they also have Mountain's Edge for men. And then if you're to the point where you can do I want to say sober support. The Hope Homes for men and women in Binghamton, New York are also outstanding programs that really are faith-based, that can really, really help people. They helped me, and unfortunately, I was only 4 days at home because I developed health issues and made the mistake of going back home and relapsed. Um, but their program is really amazing. So I just encourage everyone, reach out, don't be afraid. Talk to someone you trust about whatever issues, whether it be addiction, your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Don't be afraid to turn to someone you trust and talk about it, because talking about it may just save your life. Um, it's a little shorter video today, and I apologize. Like I said, I had kind of a rough day, and my brain is literally all over the place. So thank you everyone for watching. I know it's silly, but if you click that like button, that would mean a lot to me. Um, I'm not here to impress anybody or make people like me, but I just really want to reach people, and I pray by sharing my stories, my ongoing stories, um, that I'll, that someone will be helped, that maybe it will guide some of you to God and bring you into His light the way He brought me into the light. So um, hit like, feel free to leave a question or a comment. I just ask to keep it respectful. I love you all. Have a good night. I'm praying for all of you. And you all take care. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.